Oh my god, where's the video? Technical difficulties.
Mocha has to have the...
Hi.
Hello,
Yes.
everyone.
We know you just saw us, but we had to play a little video.
Right. Hi, Dre.
Hi, Dre.
I'm glad you're in the comments because we are in the car. And hello, everybody. We are the Rainbow Support Group based out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. We are an LGBT support group, and we're doing a live
Hi, Brandon.
for our monthly meeting. We just had a meeting at Starbucks. I was going to say Panera's, but we were at Starbucks.
I was thinking Panera because we always go to Panera.
We're not. And I'm Kim Williams, and that's Princess Mocha, and Lee King is in the back seat of the car because it's cold outside. And we're here to have a meeting. You can find us at www.rainbowsupportgroupsc.com and www.rainbowsupportgroupsc.org. There's also 2 groups and 1 page on Facebook. You can find us there as well, and we'd love to hear from you guys.
And we do have 2 screens only because, we like our backgrounds. And this kind of reminds us of a few years ago. It had to be a year and a half ago where we used to do lives in the car.
In the car. And Mocha would literally hold the phone for an hour. It was hilarious. We did it in your living room. Oh, yeah. We did it. That was a long time ago, though.
And here we are. Now we're doing it. It's kind of reminiscing.
Exactly.
Hi, Lee.
Now we're high tech.
Even though you're in the back seat.
Even though you're in the back seat. Hi, Lee. How are you?
Hello.
Hello. I enjoyed my coffee very much. I did, Dre. Dre, I really liked my coffee. I did.
And we wish more of you would have joined us, but we do know that it's going to take some getting used to, especially because we haven't had physical meetings in such a long time.
And another thing I heard people are talking about, which is true, since the pandemic, we've been virtual. So when I was in Florida and us being in different cities, it never mattered. I talked to a member yesterday. She happens to be in here right now. And she said, it's too far for me to come. And then I remembered, we used to travel. I forgot that. So this month we're in Spartanburg. Next month we'll pick another location. So depending on where the most people are, we'll try to go closer to that location and we'll meet you there. We've gone to Clemson. We've gone to Anderson before. We'll go anywhere. We'll go anywhere. Absolutely.
Yep. And we really need to start bringing that communication back from when we meet physically, like in person. The communication is so much better than it is on live, where it is just us talking, or whether it's behind the keyboard. Hope everyone's doing well.
Today was wonderful, and I said that. I said, even though there's just a few of us here, I'm so excited to see y'all. Mm-hmm. This is nice to have a rainbow meeting and look at you and be able to see and touch you and talk to you. How about Little
Arkansas?
Little Rock, Arkansas. He's just a traveling salesman, man. And I mean, traveling. I know. And he got grumpy this morning because they told him he had to go somewhere else. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, you can't be grumpy. That means you get to go on another plane. And that means you get free food. And that means you get to stay in a hotel. Yay! Brandon, we live for that shit now. We call it vacation, but you're actually being paid to do it. Just know we're jelly.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. Oh, I have to go on another plane tomorrow. Oh, I have to go out to eat and have the company pay for it tomorrow. Must be nice. We're jealous, by the way. So really, you do need to tell us some really horrible things about your job so that we don't hate you.
So
I'm only kidding.
This is our first live since our operation.
Since our operation, and this was our very first in-person meeting since the pandemic. And I'm really excited because I know that we're going to get more members as the year goes by. And I can't wait to see all the people that we meet. These meetings are going to be great. I'm excited. Look, I sound like Trump. They're going to be great. They're going to be the best great. They're going to be the most great. No, they're not. I don't mean to sound like that.
Wow. So, yeah, it has been a long time since a live meeting.
It has been.
That's when I joined the board.
Like
That was our last live meeting.
Been a minute.
Was that our last live?
That was.
I remember standing there. I remember standing there. Yep, absolutely.
Hi, Jennifer.
Isn't that funny? I when you think of the rainbow and you think about how long it's been around. When you see certain people or you remember certain things, it's really awesome.
Hi, Austin.
Hi, Austin.
I know, Panera.
I know, right? Right? I can't wait to get all back. Yes, Jennifer, but like we said, I didn't mean to call you out. She mentioned that she was just too far from Spartanburg to come. And I told her that next time we'll try to get closer to her location, wherever that is. And then we'll come closer. We've done Greer a couple of times in the parks and stuff when it was nice outside. Hi, Jacob. Hi, everybody. If I didn't say hi to you, I'm sorry. And look, am I even watching what I'm supposed to be doing? No. Are we watching the same one? Then
Make
it doesn't
sure
count.
that you
I need to be watching.
Well, mine's not connected. Remember, on my personal page. Yeah, no.
We
Facebook
need to
hates
share
my
it there.
personal page.
Share it to Mocha. Share it. I'm sharing it to Mocha.
But yeah, our next meeting, be sure to look at our flyers. That way, you know that because we're not always in the same location. This time we were at the Starbucks in Spartanburg. Next time we might be in Greer. Next time we might be in Charleston. You know, who knows?
I'm down. See, Brandon, we might go to, where is he at? What was he saying? Arkansas. Do you want to go see Arkansas? What the hell? Why not? What kind of people are there? It could be interesting.
Yeah.
We like to meet new people and to see all kinds of things. Okay.
And we like to hear in your updates, like not only because you hear us talk about over and over again, but what we can learn from you. We look forward to it. Not only learning about how your day is, we learn about your experiences, your skills, stuff that we might have in common.
Right. Or struggles. You know, and like today we were just talking to some of us and it was kind of like a shrug off thing, and I said, no, let's take a moment and let's dive in this pond. Okay, no, quit saying that it's okay. You know, quit doing that, because it's not. And what that's doing is it's making you think that certain behaviors are more comfortable, but not that they're good. We've been in a pandemic. Like Mocha said, coming here was very nice because we've all been quiet kind of for 2 years. We've stopped being social. Social cues, what you do in public, what you don't do in public, the reactions to people. It's going to be all new again because we don't know, because it feels weird now because I only talk to the cats. Okay. I can tell you how the cats are feeling. I gotcha.
And you're so used to doing it behind the keyboard.
Right.
Where you which is good because and like
where you can lie.
Jacob and I have talked about it before, watching the show The Circle, where you compete on this game show with other players, but you never see each other. So you build profiles and you communicate through the circle, and their communication skills are great through the computer, like behind the keyboard. Why can't we communicate like that in public? And that's what the support groups that we have, I mean, the support meetings that we are trying to start back is what's that's going to bring.
Yeah, I know. Now, Dustin, it's a way different world. Okay, they're like here in Spartanburg, South Carolina, all the gay bars that were here are now closed. That means our drag bar is closed. That means everything's closed. Now you can go to a bar where there is drag, but it won't be a gay bar. Yeah, back in the day it was so packed. It was so packed and we enjoyed it very much. It was very sweaty. It was very sweaty, however, but it was really great. It's all different now. It's all different now. And I know for people who aren't LGBT, you might find what I'm going to say strange. We're having to adapt to learning to straight people. And it's very strange for me. I want you to know I've been with gay people and LGBT for so long that it's all I know. This pandemic is kind of forcing me to get into the other side a little bit more because they're everywhere. And we're not. So we end up being with a bunch of straight people, and I'm finding it's difficult. I don't know if anybody else is having a hard time. I mean,
I think it's overall just difficult, like you said, being social again.
I
so
think
now
so.
it's
And now it's like,
going
oh,
back out and then trying to reconnect and then trying to find that place where you feel comfortable.
wait a minute. Dre said, hey, Chief. Is Chief here? Chief, hi, Chief. You need to come see
Hi,
me. You were
Chief.
supposed to come see me. I needed to hug you. I don't know where Chief is. Dre saw Chief somewhere. Okay, cool. Hi, Chief. I miss you and hugs to you. I need to hear about your daughter and all that. Yeah, kind of important. You can't leave me hanging like that. And I get the most lovely post from him. Every once in a while, all of a sudden, I'll see that he wrote me and I'll click it and I'll say, I love you. I love you too. And then I don't hear from him from like 2 weeks. I love you. I love you too. I love you too. So just know, Chief, even though I don't see your face, I love you. According to TikTok, all the guys are gay.
Well,
all the gays.
there are, like we've said
What?
before, each year the percentage goes up. Like when we first started in 2013, it was like 1 in 13 or somewhere along the spectrum of LGBT. Now it's
Right.
1 in 7.
Right. Well, what I think is that we've always been here, but they're talking more.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I just became gay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've always been gay.
It's becoming more accepting
I
now
haven't
too,
always
and
been
like
gay.
each time I get on the on Watch TV when I have time,
Mhm.
commercials are now integrating more LGBT lifestyle into their commercials because it's becoming more appealing. Um,
Which is true, but it doesn't bump the votes, which is so weird.
which I'm just glad to see it in media because before you never saw it on screen, you never saw it in a movie, you never saw it on TikTok, you never saw it on anything. But now you pretty much get glimpses of it and it's thrown in your face, and people aren't really uprising as much as they would have years ago. Like in when we started in 2013, a gay commercial would.
I remember that when I was with a girlfriend once, no, it seems like forever ago, but we were in Greenville and we were at some event and we went to cross the road. She grabbed my hand. And I remembered that my heart just came to a complete stop. I'm like, what the hell did you do that for? Oh my God, what are you doing? And now it's no big deal at all. But at that time, it was shocking. Like to do that in public, like downtown in front of people, you could get punched, you could
Now, I
get
will
hurt.
say it is still kind of like that here in South Carolina, just because it's very slow and not as open
Right,
minded.
they'd still look at you, but they
Now,
probably wouldn't beat
in
you up. It all
Atlanta,
depends.
in Florida, in like places where it's so much more integrated with open minded people.
Right, and I have to put a little note on there. It does depend on where you are. I mean, I was in Alabama. Ooh, don't hold hands. And there's a couple cities around here. To be honest, if you're not from South Carolina, I would say be careful or ask your friends, is this a cool city or not? Because I am boarding a plane. It is a huge marketing strategy, and that's what's sad. They're doing it to gain money. Oh, you were grumpy all day, weren't you? Yes, and that's true. I try not to look at it that way. Like the cereals that are rainbow and stuff like that.
I look at it on both sides.
I know, but I hate when they say, "Well, they're just doing it to get money," and I'm like, "Well,
because
kind
some of
of."
them are, but not all of them. Just like
Just remember,
any
Chick-fil-A
situation.
ain't doing it.
So
Okay, Chick-fil-A ain't doing it.
if it's,
So-
but I do like the fact that they are, even if it's just for money, that it's out there in people's faces.
Now that's true. You know me and the rainbow. Everybody knows how obnoxious I am, and I think I'm purchasing the car that I have, and now I can put stickers on it. And a friend of mine is just very excited about that because I've been known for my obnoxious cars for years. Because I'm very out loud and proud, and the reason for that is to show those that can't be out that we exist.
So we'll have to return the moped we got you with the bling and the unicorn horn basket and
We will.
the glitter on
We
the
will.
wheels and
Now remember, people
can you
don't
picture
like
Cam riding a little moped down there?
No, my fat ass now. Can you
DoorDash and
imagine?
moped.
Can you imagine? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Please.
Oh my god. No. Mocha.
Can I just have one video of you on a moped?
No.
No moped shame, but I just want to see Cam on a moped.
Okay. Harley Davidson.
We could put Harley on the moped.
1600 Harley Davidson. okay, not a 1200, 1600, and they want me to put my fat ass on a moped.
We've moved past that. Now we're on the mopeds.
No, we're not. And you don't graduate from Harley to moped, okay? Moped is like,
No, you kind of retire from a Harley.
Right.
Tonight.
You retire.
I'm not retiring to a moped. Okay, I'm not. I'm not. Well, good.
Now, so a lot
Wow.
of you probably didn't
political
tune
things.
in to our last live, but we are going to, and if you watch our newsletter or get our newsletter, it is mentioned that we have new words of each month that we're going to try to focus on in developing our character development. Last month was intention. We start the year with intentions to do better for ourselves, for everyone around us, for our mental health. So
That was a big
intention was
one.
a very good one. And intention to follow these next steps throughout each month and improve ourselves just like we did last year.
And intention, I was talking tonight to someone about we have to get out more and we have to do things with intention. That's where that plays in. I mean, do the best that you can, but intend. Like, you're not going to happen to get up and go. You're going to have to intend to go. You're going to have to prepare to go. You're to get ready for work. Like me, now I'm already preparing for Pride in June. I'm intending to go to Pride. I'm putting my effort into it. I'm paying attention to it. I'm not putting it off to the last minute. The board has a lot of health issues. And each year is getting more difficult. So we have to accommodate for that. And we have to do it with great intention to do and to continue our mission. So that intention thing can be applied to anything that you're doing. So that's a good word. I like that word.
It can be applied and you should apply it because it all really starts with that intention. I would rather you replace the word motivation with intention because motivation is like you have to come out of thin air with this will to do something. You should have the intent to do it because of the goal that you're wanting to get to accomplish. This month, we are going to be focusing on friendship. And it's kind of ironic because we actually started our first live meeting in February for friendship. Now, friendship could have many different levels. I know y'all are listening to me go like everybody knows what friendship is. Yes, we need it. Okay, but we had an individual tonight say that they were okay with being alone. And we kind of branched out and had some good talk about like into that subject alone. And at the end of it, we have moments where we want to be alone, but then we always feel better when we're around someone who we know loves us and we know we can be our authentic selves. And I have a quote that I also put on our newsletter, and you'll see it's from Winnie the Pooh. Hope you all know. And the quote is, "A friend is someone who helps you up when you're down, and if they can't, they lay down beside you and listen."
I like that so very much.
I love that.
I like that so very much.
Because as you go by, and you might not notice, but I definitely have, hearing people's conversations just passing by, it sounds more of like everybody's just waiting for their turn to talk. They're not listening to what the other person's saying and comprehending and then letting that emotion be felt and vented and then redirecting the conversation to something else if need be. That everyone's just waiting for their turn to talk. I'll hear one say, "Oh yeah, when my dog went to the vet, it was all nice." And the person they're talking to is like, "Oh yeah, well I had to take my dog to the vet." It branches off into what's relatable to them, and then that's no good proactive energy gained from that conversation.
But they say that we listen. Sometimes you're listening for what to say. You're not listening to listen. You're listening to what they're saying, but you're listening to it on, well, that's not true. Well, that's not right. Well, I don't agree with that. Well,
There's several different types of listening too.
right.
Like the one you're talking about is like selective listening. You're listening to
Right.
things that pick out that are relatable to you, and then you pick off that,
Right.
not the actual full intent that that person was trying to communicate with you. So that quote, when it says, "And if they can't help you, they lay down beside you and listen," because it is so important just to, if someone has something on their chest and they need to get off, it's listening that's going to help get that person to express those feelings and come to peace with it. I listen too much. Dre, I don't know, but I don't know if you can listen too much. I mean, I guess you can in some
All
situations.
depends on if other people are around. Okay,
I guess if you're out in a bush listening into people's conversations, yeah, that's a little listening too much. That's
that's
like
stalking.
stalking. We call
Okay,
that
we don't do
stalking.
that. We don't do that.
If I ride down the
And
street and
no
I see
Fight
you
Club.
hiding in a
We've
bush
got to do
listening to
something
a
with Jade.
conversation.
Look, we got to do something with Jade. Fight Club. No.
Sounds like a line from Fight
Fight Club.
Club.
See?
No
No.
one listens. They're just waiting for their turn to talk. And that is true. That second part is if they say that on Fight Club, no one listens. They're just waiting for their turn to talk. And that's exactly what I said.
Look at Lee in the
You
back
just wait.
seat looking up stuff.
One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood. Yes, see, that is true.
That is good. Stalker status. No kidding.
Yes, Dre, if you're out there listening in a bush to people or like hiding behind a corner, like listening, that's probably listening too much.
Right. We don't want to hear that much. We don't. That's weird. But then Fight Club is a wonderful movie. Yes, and at one
Fight
time
Club's like the rainbow. You know, you don't talk about Fight Club, you don't talk about the rainbow.
when I was with my wife, I thought the most romantic movie in the world was Natural Born Killer. So
I thought you were gonna say Rocky.
no. No, so if you I can't judge you, Jade. Because if you watch that movie, even though it's psycho and bent and twisted, it's actually a really cool love story, you know. I love you, Mickey. I mean it all depends on what bend you got, I guess. I just know that Jade and Mocha are very familiar with Fight Club, so if anything goes bad, duck. Because they're going to hit the hell out of you. No, they've never hit, but you know.
All right, so now I have some tips that you might not know that
12 monkeys.
these are 6 ways that friendship is good for your health.
Okay.
The first one, less loneliness and social isolation.
True.
Loneliness and social isolation can affect mental and physical well-being.
No.
And more people are feeling lonely these days.
No.
To understand the difference between these concerns, think of it this way. Friends help you avoid isolation, but good friends help prevent loneliness.
True. One is space,
Look,
one
you
is
interrupted me and you don't hear.
Because I'm not listening.
I did.
I'm listening to talk. Okay, I'm shutting up now. This is what we're
Exhibit
practicing.
A. This is why we all have to work on
Right,
this.
I'm an example.
Ever heard the phrase lonely in a crowd? Yes. You can stand in a crowd of 300,000 people and still feel alone. I love that. I mean, I don't love it, but I love the impact like you feel just from those words. You can have plenty of friends and still feel lonely, even though you aren't isolated.
That's
so,
true.
On the other hand, even a few close friends can help you avoid loneliness. And when you do feel lonely, you know you can address it by reaching out to talk, joke, or spend time with a friend. Simple things like that can really help avoid that. Because, like it said, friends can help you avoid isolation, but also avoid loneliness.
Right.
Number 2, reduce stress. Everyone faces some stress. It can come in large or small doses, but no matter how minor it seems at first, it can quickly pile up and overwhelm you. And we've talked about that like an avalanche effect. It starts like a small snowball that if you keep pushing it off or delaying it or not addressing that, it's going to be an avalanche before you blink. You might notice mood symptoms such as anxiety, depression, irritability, but stress can affect you in other ways too. Prolonged stress can contribute to poor immune system, insomnia, digestive problems, heart problems, diabetes, and high blood pressure.
All of which we have.
There's some
check,
good
check.
Yeah.
Check.
There's
Stress
some
and
good news
isolation.
though. Through research suggests maintaining strong friendships can help you cope with stress more effectively and help lower your chances of facing some types of stress in the first place. Think back to the last time you felt upset or worried about something. Maybe you mentioned your concerns to a friend who listened to you vent and helped you brainstorm solutions. Listening was that big part of that. If you know you have friends who care and want to help, potential stressors often don't have the chance to build up and cause significant distress. That build up after, because if you just hold it all up, remember we've talked about the two bottles. One has a bottle of water in it, one has a bottle of soda. If you shake both the bottles, the water's not going to have that much of a reaction, but the soda's going to fizz up and explode. Number three, emotional support.
Love you too, Beth.
Hi, Beth.
She is just a go around person. She's always somewhere.
We love her.
And she's been very sick, by the way, y'all. Beth is a badass. That's all I'm saying to you. Yeah, and she's around and around and around. We love you, Beth. Did we ever talk about? We haven't talked about Operation Health though, so you got to do that when you're done.
Oh, I know. We kind of jumped around.
I know.
All
but
right,
I like
number
her
three is emotional support. Emotional support is an important benefit of relationships. Your friends might support you by listening, really listening to your problems, validating your feelings, doing nice things for you just because, helping distract you when you feel sad or upset. If you have a romantic relationship, you might go to your partner first. This is perfectly normal, and romantic partners can absolutely offer comfort and reassurance. However, they shouldn't be your only source of emotional support. Relationship experts generally recommend maintaining friendships with people besides your partner, as this can benefit emotional health alongside relationship health. When you and your partner disagree or want to spend time on different hobbies, friends who share your interests can help you maintain your sense of self.
Correct. And it also stops that wife abuse and stuff.
Well, also, if you're having emotional problems in the relationship, and you are having a problem communicating it with your partner, you need yourself to be able to vent, or else you're going to take all that negative that's happening
And
then either aim it back at them or do it to yourself. Like, oh yeah, you're such a,
right.
And then you don't want to target yourself. You want to you want to grow from the experience.
Correct.
Not
I agree.
just react.
I agree. Reacting is never good.
Number four, personal development. If you want to create positive change in your life or have a habit you want to break, friends can help you maintain your resolve to practice healthier habits. This may be one reason why strong friendships can lengthen your life. One way friends help you change for the better is by providing good examples. Maybe your best friend's recent decision to give up smoking inspires you to quit as well. Your friends might also support your choices by making changes with you. If you want to join a gym or start running, for example, having an exercise buddy can encourage you to stick with it until it becomes part of your daily routine. No matter what else they do, they'll probably cheer you on. This encouragement can boost your self confidence, increasing your chances of success with your goals.
Yeah.
Number five, a sense of belonging. We all want to know we matter to others. That's a big thing, especially right now. That our life has purpose. In fact, belonging needs come in third on oh wait, hold on. In fact, belonging needs come in third on Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Hierarchy of needs, Maslow's,
Just
yes.
after basic needs, think food and shelter and safety needs. Okay.
Right.
Tongue twister.
Mm.
Developing and maintaining close friendships helps foster feelings of belonging. Caring about others makes life more meaningful. When you care for others, you take on responsibility of offering compassion and emotional support. This can make you a stronger, better person. At the same time, knowing you have a support system, like we talk about, can help you feel more secure in your own life. Even when your friends are scattered all over several cities, states, or even countries, you still have those connections to trusted friends who have your back. Oh, which one you going?
Oh, look. Oh, we need to cancel that stuff.
Oh, look, a happy hour.
Look, that's cool. I didn't know we had that.
Mhm.
Translife.org. I never get to read. I never get to read. I can't see.
All right, we have one more. Life isn't always easy. Sometimes it can get downright awful. At any given time, without warning.
If you just kind of flick that up, it'll disappear. The Rainbow Happy Hour.
Oh no, it's okay. We're almost done. Let's say at any given time without warning, you might face traumatic or difficult events that affect emotional well being, such as breakup or divorce, death of a pet or loved one, pandemics, unemployment, family problems.
Pandemics, it's in a list.
Any of these challenges can have a significant impact on long term mental health outcomes. However, 2017 research suggests that if you have strong friendships, you'll probably find it easier to handle whatever life throws at you. This study, which looked at resilience in more than 2,000 adolescents between the ages of 14 and 24, found evidence to suggest friendship strongly predicted resilience or the ability to recover after distressing experiences. Study authors noted that while family support also helped boost immediate resilience, friendship predicted greater resilience later in life, while family support did not, which I thought was very
Wow.
interesting.
So from 14 to 24, your peers are your center. Your family's cool and all that, but your peers
And
are
it
your
says later
center.
down the road, the
Makes
friendship
sense for Club
lasted
29.
longer.
That's why Club 29 felt like it did.
Mhm.
That's that age, and they were the family.
It's possible that friendship could prove particularly beneficial for managing distress associated with family problems, including neglect and abuse. So, yes, that is our 6 ways that friendship can help with your health. Did you have anything you wanted to add instead of playing with?
Look, I'm playing with this.
You
thing.
haven't even let that one play for a very
I'm
long
sorry.
time. And
I
you already
didn't.
jumped into the
I
next
did
one.
like 10 of them. I thought it was cool. It's all very important information. The rainbow.
Give it
I
to 'em
know
all at the
for
same time.
I know for all of you that are on this live and you're like, man, this is the most unprofessional thing ever. It is. It is. I've even seen them on YouTube and I'm kind of embarrassed. What do I know? I know that we're providing heartfelt information and we're doing the best that we can to help the LGBT. We would have shut these things down, but they seem to keep making a difference to people. And like from this live, we've talked to people in Piedmont, Anderson, Spartanburg, Summer, and Greenville that are on here now.
And like that said, all those people from states, cities, countries know that they have friends with us at least.
And that you're not alone all the time. And the pandemic is getting less. I still want y'all to be safe though. A drag king that I follow, I was watching him and he complained that he'd been to all these drag events and hadn't got COVID. And he went home and went to his real job and now he has COVID. And it's a really horrible thing to have. It makes you feel absolutely awful. I mean, chances are, fingers crossed, you'll be okay and you'll get better. But ooh, it's awful. So you don't want to have it. Make sure that you're still using your mask. You're staying away from people that you can and keep your hands clean and stuff like that. Everybody be safe like always. And just condoms with Kim conversation. And there's a little thing that I saw that. Wait, hand
Down
hold
towards
please.
the bottom.
Look. Dun 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 dun. Condoms with Kim. By the way, y'all, I had another friend call in crisis thinking that he might have contacted something and that he was actually seeing discharge and he was very upset and he didn't know. So he went to go do the testing thing and whatever and was very happy the other day, sent me the results of the test and he's negative on everything. And I said, okay, so now can we start using condoms? Okay, I know that you don't like to use them. However, you know, if you get herpes, it doesn't go away. You don't get a pill for that, and then you're all better. Okay, it just doesn't work like that. So we want to avoid problems. Hi, Christopher. We want to avoid catching anything. We want to make sure that we are safe and that our partners are safe.
Oh, and I like this. I didn't even see this, Jade. Be quick to listen, slow to speak. Yes.
She's such a good girl.
Yes.
She came to Thanksmas and played her guitar. It was great. But she didn't play it for very long.
That
One
fire,
thing
though.
I will say that reminds me of be quick to listen, slow to speak. I definitely contribute my learning for listening to pageants because you know you're judged when you do question and answer, but they don't start judging you until you start talking. So whatever question they give you, you have to you listen, you interpret, and then you state your intentions.
And they judge you hard on that in a pageant, just to let y'all know. Make that
I know,
go
so
away.
you really have to think about what you're going to say. But that whole thing of You don't have to, as soon as you get an answer, it's not timed. You don't have to blurt out your first answer. You're given the opportunity to slowly comprehend what you're being asked and then think of your answer. And when you're not rushed, your answer could be completely different. I've seen queens just spit out the first thing that happens that crosses
So
their
have I,
mind,
and it was something they shouldn't have said.
or it didn't make any sense.
Mm.
But the ones that sit there and they ponder and they think, and then they step forward because you have to step forward.
You do.
You step forward.
I am Kim,
And then-
contestant number 5, and the answer to your question.
No, if you did not thank the distinguished panel of judges.
Oh,
But that's another
I'm
conversation.
off already. I'd like to thank the distinguished
But
panel of
yes.
judges.
The question, I mean, the answers that were given out after they thought about what they were going to say were so much better.
I appear smarter for not talking. Me too, but boy, Jade, me keeping my mouth shut, it's
Hi,
definitely
Tessa.
not one of my big things. Hi,
Yes,
Tessa.
Dustin, very much so. It is an art. It is a skill.
Tessa, you also need to calm down up there. You don't have me to keep you calm, and I see they be pissing you off, so I need you to slow your roll. No planes.
Yep.
No planes. Go back to being sweet Tessa. She was pissed the other day. Somebody said something to her, and she went off.
Now, after we talked about friendship, we're going to close the live talking about our operation that we just did.
We did.
Oh my gosh, what a great event.
What a
Did you
great
see all the
event.
stuff that we gave out? It's going to be so beneficial. You guys' ideas were great.
And
the hand warmers, the
oranges.
gloves, the beanies.
And everybody
everything.
came to help, and it was beautiful. And there were kids that came, and then a stranger gave us books for Operation Backpack and some clothes
We
for
had
the
people
homeless.
drop clothes off that were wanting to contribute. They said, "Here, get this out."
He said, I wanted to give it to somebody, but I didn't want to give it to anybody who's going to make money on it. I wanted to give it to somebody who's going to use it. And I about cried. And I'm like, that's so sweet of you. So him and his daughter, they got out. Now, we had some extra girl soap stuff. And I asked the little girl, did you want that? You can have that if you want. It was really great. And condoms were a hit, y'all, for Operation Elf.
Yeah.
Piedmont Care, if you guys are listening, I need to get some more. And I need some lube.
Was commented. They're like, we've had so many groups, like we've talked about. They've even told us that there were many groups giving out stuff, that we were the only ones to give out sexual protection,
right?
Condoms, lube.
They didn't think about them. And we did good this year. I mean, I felt good. They had blankets and body wipes.
And we were also correct in the fact that there are more. Because
There
we
are
gave
more.
out everything, and we
Everything.
always in past years had stuff behind.
Had stuff left over that we took somewhere else. This year we did not, and I think I have 5 bags in my car, and I wait to see them on the side of the road and stuff, and I'll give it to them.
We always say we could have given those out too, but we always said, because you do always see ones down the road. There's some that just can't make it, or they weren't at the right time.
And we saw, and we've seen it over the years, of how you have to clear your eyes to see them, because to let you know they're there. If you look, you can see like over a wall, you'll see somebody's head, or behind a bush, or they're there. But we did really good, and they thanked us so much for it. And this one lady, we told her what we were doing. She came to check us out. What are y'all doing? And we told her, and then she went and told people, and she got them to come over. So all of these people came out from wherever, and they all came over, and they got clothes and socks, and it was a great event. Now, to let everybody know, we spent close to $2,000 doing that. It was really a great thing, and I'm glad that we got to help the community. It was awesome. It was awesome, and it felt good to do it. I hope that more people can get involved next year, and we can help even more people.
Send me a bunch of condoms. Thank you. Yeah, see, they have it. They are great with it.
They are. They'll mail them to you. We can deliver them to you. You can pick them up at a rainbow meeting. We used to have them at the club, but there's no more clubs. But if you ever see me and Moko out with her performing, and if you need some, I got them in the car. Okay, I always have them for you. So let us know if you need anything, because that's really important. And we want to thank everybody who did donate and who helped for Operation Elf. We only do these operations with community support. So thank you for everybody who supported, shared, cared, all of it. It was awesome. And a bunch of people are better off.
A lot of people.
A lot of people. A lot of people are homeless. It's terrible.
All right, so you'll catch us again on
Next month, second Tuesday, we're back to that.
Oh, yep.
But I was going to do a live
Make
on
sure you
Friday.
Pay
Do you
attention
want-
to our flyers.
Are we going to do a live on Friday?
We'll post it. We'll
Okay, we'll let you know. Okay, because, yeah. Okay.
And then, we'll let you know our location because we are going to do another physical meeting, but we'll tell us where we should go.
Right. We need to find out your locations, and
Yeah.
then we can center a location. It might not be directly in your city, but it'll be closer than Spartanburg. Like Spartanburg got their turn. Okay, that was Spartanburg's turn. Now we're moving on. Okay, we're like the traveling rainbow.
We do have an email list too. If you want to join the email list, make sure you
send it to
us an email.
the
Let me see if I can
RSGSC
bring that up.
@gmail.com, and tell me if you want to be added to the newsletter list or the whatever list, and we'll put you on our contact list. Hide.
There
Oh.
it is.
Why does it? Oh, because to hide it.
You had to take it away.
I understood that. Okay, that's our email.
And next time we'll be talking about our circle of control. This is a very important topic.
It is.
And you all need to join. You all can take and contribute to this. If you look at it, everybody's going to be relatable to this.
Right. Moments with Mocha.
Yep.
Next time. Second Tuesday will be at a live location, an in-person location, and then we will post on when they're like Anderson.
Yes,
Anderson, come to Anderson. It is far. I deliver down there. Not all the
I
way
had
to
a
Anderson.
manager at the office today from Anderson training with us for taxes.
Oh wow.
Yep. But all right, y'all.
Okay.
Hope you enjoyed the live. Like, share, comment.
Really?
We'll see you
Smash
again.
that like button.
Yes, smash it.
Y'all have a great week. I guess we'll see you maybe Friday.
Yep, maybe Friday, if not second Tuesday of every month.